the truth.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Phoenix. Today I'm bringing you top 5 landing spots in Fortnite. These 5 places are obviously based on my opinion and the way I play the game, so you guys might have different opinions and different places that you enjoy dropping. Coming in at the number 5 spot, we have Risky Reels. I chose Risky as the number 5 because it has a lot to offer. There's around 10 chest spawns each time I drop there, therefore there's tons of loot to go and continue the rest of the game. Also, I really enjoy going there because there's a decent amount of players to allow you to start off the game with a couple kills. Depending on if the battle bus goes directly over it or if it goes off to the side will depend on how many players actually do go there. So obviously if the bus goes directly over it, there's going to be more players than if it were to go across the map. But you can even get out of there with maybe 2-3 kills and not too far away from a lot of other places where people might drop, where you can go pick off some rotation frags, and it allows for a good game. All you get. Alright, so coming in the number 4 spot, I chose Dusty Divot. Dusty Divot, although it doesn't really have too many players that go there, it averages around 5 players. It's been less since Dusty Divot was changed. Obviously, when it came out, a lot of people wanted to see it and more people went there. But since it's been longer since it has been changed and since it's been added to the game, less and less people go there. Sometimes I find 3 to 5 people, which is a good amount of people to start your game off with. It allows for a medium, around a medium kill game. So you might not have 10 people like you would in Tilted, but you won't have 0 people like you have in Whaling. So it allows for easy things. The loot there isn't the best, but it does allow for you to get out with some stuff to go and survive and kill other players. It's also in the middle of the map, which is a huge thing because most of the time you will be in the center of the zone or at least inside of it. So you're not going to be walking all the way across the map risking dying to the zone if you get into a fight or if you get delayed. And another good thing about it being in the middle of the map is that it's near Salty and Retail and Tilted, which allows you to rotate over to those places, getting the kills there to increase your kill count of the game. So you can pick off those easy rotation frags and definitely maybe get a high kill game if you get enough of them, but that's why I chose Dusty. Coming in at the number 3 spot, I chose Retail. There's a couple of reasons I chose Retail. One is because of the loot. There's a lot of different buildings, and they all have different chests you can get, as well as the loot you can find on the ground. So you can leave there with a ton of loot if you get lucky, or maybe kill a couple people who looted other houses. There's also a lot of people that go there. If the bus is relatively close to retail, you could have 8, maybe 10 people there. Of course, they're spread out because of how many houses are there, so if you get a gun, you can quickly go, run to the other houses, get the kills, or maybe you can even play it passively and land in your house, get the guns, and then maybe kill the last couple people that are there instead of going for all of them. And you can get out with a ton of loot. And I chose retail as number 3 because one of the reasons that I chose it is because you can get out with tons of loot, you can get out with tons of kills, which can lead to high kill games because of the weapons that you might leave with, or high kill games because you might leave with 10 kills starting off the game. So that's why I chose retail. At the number 2 slot, we have Tilted Towers. I put Tilted because you can leave with an extremely high amount of kills. Sometimes you might get out of there with 15 kills if you're good at, if you're a good player and you get lucky with maybe the weapon you get at the beginning. You can leave with about 15 kills. So that's why I chose it. Another thing is there's tons of different buildings you can choose from. You can choose from landing on the clock tower or landing in one of the apartment buildings. And no matter where you decide that you want to land, there's a decent amount of loot in every single building. So then from your building you can go and you can get your kills, or maybe you can even you can get your 1 building or 2 buildings and you can leave with the loot that you have if it's good enough and you guys are like that. I like to go for as many kills as I possibly can, so I might stay there until the end trying to pick up 11, 12 kills and then go and continue my game somewhere else. So that's why I chose Tilted as my second spot. It was close. I was trying to decide if I wanted to put Tilted as the first or the second. I did go with the second because it's not for everybody. If you're not experienced with the game, or you don't like landing high populated places because you don't like to die, or you like to have a calm game, then you're not gonna like it. That's why I chose it as my number 2 and not the number 1. Alright, so finally coming out the number 1 spot, I chose Salty Springs. I chose it because there's a lot of different buildings there. There's 6 different buildings if you include the gas station and the small house. So they've made changes to it recently with adding the basement to the blue house, and I think it's interesting to go there. I like the layout of the town, so I do enjoy going there and having some kills there. The loot isn't that bad. It's not the best.